I recently asked if anyone wanted to see my rare Harry Potter merchandise, so let's go. Some of these may not be available anymore or particularly difficult to find, but in a moment I'm going to show you exactly where I got them. And the first item you may have noticed is this wand, which is Mad-Eye Moody's wand. Now this is the first wand, the original one that you could purchase from the Noble Collection. This is the main one that I've seen him using in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. It's like a short little one that he turns Draco into a ferret with. And I believe that he's actually had 3 wands, and you do see another wand of his, which is a silver wand, when he is speaking to Harry about the dragons and how he's going to get past them. And I hadn't even considered that, because actually when I spoke to the wand creator, he said there were 3 wands. And the other wand that I believe is the other one that you can get is the current version that you can purchase from the Noble Collection, which is a little bit of different design. It's a little bit bigger, I believe, and it actually has like 2 rings on them. Now, I don't have that one yet. And for a while, I didn't consider this wand, like I wasn't that bothered by it. But now I found out that it's actually really rare, and you can't actually get it anymore unless you pay very high prices for it. So it's now become a favorite because now it's more special, really. And it does come in the Ollivanders box with the certificate of authenticity, so I'm really pleased that I still have this wand, and I'll be using that for the majority of the videos. So, on to the next item. Now, a relatively recent addition to my collection is this Defense Against the Dark Arts book. Now, this is from the Crimes of Grindelwald. In the Defense Against the Dark Arts class, where Dumbledore is teaching, in the background you can see this book. Now this is obviously a textbook, so it's only a thinner, smaller version of that book. But now this book, and I love these like Hogwarts textbooks designs, they're really cool. It makes me feel like I'm in Hogwarts. This next item I wanted to get for a very long time, but it's quite expensive, and I've been putting it off until I decided to get it because I heard that it is going to be discontinued. So it's currently still available, and it is this, the Hogshead Picture, as is seen in the Great Hall for any sort of feast that they may be having. Like, all Hogwarts realness. It is functionable, you can use it. It's pretty much rubber kind of inside, and you can pour stuff from it. I've actually had water in this and poured from it when I did my Harry Potter Triwizard Tournament like book a night dinner party thing, when I had people, and that was really fun, and I was like trying to make it as Hogwarts as possible. So I thought the best thing that I could have is have this Hogshead Picture out. It's really great. I believe still available, but because it's quite fragile, I believe it's quite hard to get hold of. And if it is going to be discontinued, then even more difficult to get hold of. So I don't think very, very rare, but it's more rare for me and also quite expensive. But I'm very, very pleased that I have this. So some of the rarest items are Japanese merchandise, and I swear, Japan makes the best Harry Potter merchandise. I don't know what it is, but they must just have the same love that I do for like prop replica, like real stuff out of the Wizarding World. And one of the first things that I actually got from Japan was this Skellig Ro Bottle. Now, this is actually a toy, so it's not functionable, and it has actually like the little, it's really funny, but because of the detail and the little arms that stick out and the Skellig Ro, I think it's like the most, I guess, accurate one. Now, I do have the actual bottle that recently came out, but this is a little bit more realistic because it has the 3D arms, but obviously if they were to make that into a water bottle, these would probably break off, so it's not as practical. But as this is a toy display item, that's why I love it so much, and it's so cute. So it's my little Skellig Ro bottle that is more sort of screen accurate. So if you have the Skellig Ro potion, you have to have a glass to put it in to drink out of. And the same one that Harry Potter uses in the Chamber of Secrets is this glass. Now I've kept it in a little box to keep it protected and dust free, and I'll get out in a moment. But again, this is also from Japan. The best merchandise, I swear. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. So yeah, basically I keep it in this little display box, which I actually got from IKEA. Just to keep it obviously dust free, because it's like a glass that's on my shelves and just a little bit more protected as well. But let me get it out, which I'm always a bit frightened of. It's got this beautiful Hogwarts logo on, but I'm pleased that I have this beautiful little glass that you can still find, and I will be telling you in a moment where I found all these items. One of the final items I have from Japan, and there's so much more stuff that I want to get. And I don't know really how to describe it, but it's inside Dumbledore's office. Let me just make sure that there's no reflection on this, and I'll do another close-up of it, but it's a little diorama of all things that you'd find in Dumbledore's office. And this came out around about, I believe, Goblet of Fire. And it's got his little dragon that he has on his table. There's this little display there. The Elder Wand is in there, his chest, his little prophecy, his little forks there, his magnifying glass and books, and then his wonderful desk in there. And I just thought it was so cute. I wasn't sure how full like little items they would be in the display. So when I got them, but they're actually like pretty much like half items. So just they're like stuck on the back. But I think it's so cute, so original. I love little mini replica things of that. And obviously I want life-size versions of all these things. But until I can get that, mini versions will do. But this is just so cute. I love it so much. Now this next item is a recent addition to my collection, and you would have seen it in another video of mine, and it is Noble Collection's first Hermione Granger bag. And again, thanks to, just make sure there's no horrible reflection on this. Yeah, let's see, there we are. Thanks to IKEA. It's a nice little dust-free box, so I've popped that in there to keep it nice and pristine, because I believe this is really fragile. But I'm really pleased that I have this one now. And yes, more screen accurate, not from Japan this time, but from the fabulous Noble Collection, which you know I adore because I have so much stuff from them already. But yeah, absolutely wonderful. So I'm really pleased I have that original Hermione bag, and I also have the new one as well. You can see that in another video if you'd like to see that. But this is the original bag that is now unfortunately not available anymore. Now the final items are by an amazing artist called Alarm 18, and I purchased these books, all of them all together in one go, just before Warner Brothers basically, I guess, found out about him and asked him to stop making these amazing replicas, which is really sad because the inside of the books are all its own creation. It's just the outside of the books that are replicas from the film, but they're the most realistic books that actually look like real Hogwarts textbooks that you can actually find that aren't like notebooks. And they include the Tales of Beedle the Bard, which is a beautiful little book, and just the way that it's done, that's all in runes, and just a great replica that I absolutely adore. And it's so tiny as well. It's just like the one Hermione uses in the Deathly Hallows that of course Dumbledore leaves to her. So that's wonderful. Another Hermione favourite is Hogwarts History. And then again, it's all filled with his own creation inside, of all written in illustrations and everything. But the outside is just so beautiful. The next one's probably my favourite one, which is the Advanced Potion Making. It's all his own creation, but an amazing replica. It looks like it could just be out of, the Half-Blood Prince. And then one of the final books is the Defense Against the Dark Arts book. Now this is page 394, which you see on the desks when Snape takes over teaching of Defense Against Dark Arts when Lupin is unwell. And it is an enormous book. And so Moody's Wand I actually purchased at a convention. Long time ago, I was like looking through all the stalls that you see at comic conventions, and they sell like wands, sometimes old, sometimes new. This one just happened to have these old ones that were on discount. Purchased them, I was very happy, and like I said, I didn't really think very much of them, but now it's obviously really rare, so I'm really pleased I purchased it from that vendor. So local comic conventions, when they reopen, I would recommend going and having a look, because you don't know what you'll find there. The Defense Against the Dark Arts notebook I actually purchased from Australia Amazon. Had it sent to a friend in Australia, and they kindly sent it over to me. So not very difficult to get hold of if you have any Australian friends, or if you're based in Australia, of course, then you can get that. But It's not available to purchase in the rest of the world so far. The Hogshead Picture I actually purchased at the Warner Brothers Studio Tour London. They do have them in the special Noble Collection section, but the last time I went there, which was, a couple months ago, they were saying they discontinued and there wasn't actually any more because a friend of mine wanted to purchase one from there like I did, but they didn't have them available. But I do believe that they're still available on the Wizarding World of Orlando online shop. You can still purchase them there, but that was at the time of recording this video. So the Japanese Skellig Ro Bottle, the Japanese Skellig Ro / Polyjuice Potion Glass, Hermione Granger's original bag, and the Dumbledore's official items were all found on eBay. Now you can set up alerts for these, or every time something happens, then you can be notified about them. Also, just having a look around, you may just stumble across a lucky find, and then you can either buy it now or bid. But all those items I found on eBay, so that's probably the best place to have a look for them. Now the Hogwarts replica books, they were sold by an individual artist called Alarm 18. Now unfortunately, like I said, Warner Brothers have actually asked him to stop making those ones, so he's not able to make them anymore. But in the future, if he's able to partner with Warner Brothers, I would keep an eye on that and you can certainly see what they come up with. So I know this isn't the biggest collection of the most rare items, but I'm really happy with them. And I'd be really interested to know what rare Harry Potter merchandise that you have. Leave me a comment in the section below. I'll be really interested to know because I need some new things to cover that I can be really excited to buy next. So let me know. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do give it a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because I'll be doing some more Harry Potter merchandise collection videos very soon, like these videos over here, which you can watch if you'd like to. And with that, remember, the Wizarding World is just one spell away.